On any given month, the Open Door provides fresh and healthy food to over 15,000 people across Dakota County. I'm Jason Viana, Executive Director of the Open Door. I've been here for 8 years. When people think about poverty, the suburbs aren't always the first thing that comes to mind. I think people have an idea in their mind of where poverty lives. But in Dakota County, for example, there are give or take 80,000 people that don't earn enough to meet their basic needs. There are 5 organizations in the entire county that provide food support. If you compare that to the greater Twin Cities area, there's over 100 in Hennepin and Ramsey. There aren't more people that need help in the suburbs, but there's less help for those that need it. And the Open Door, in only 15 years, that's how we've grown from a closet in a church to one of the top 5 largest food shelves in the state.
I had a stroke in 2021, so I had to retire. Social Security doesn't give you a lot to pay your rent and everything else, and so I was really struggling, and I started looking for areas that could help out with food, because that was the one thing after the bills were paid that I didn't have much left over.
I've actually been involved since my kids were little. So that's 20-some years on and off that I have utilized Open Door. Open Door means availability for me to utilize resources that I need during times of need.
So the Open Door, we help between 15 and 20,000 people every month, whether it's our Egan Come and Get It pantry, whether it's our multiple mobile food programs, our garden to table gardens in the summer, or our mobile lunchbox program that delivers meals to over 30 neighborhoods across Dakota County every summer. Having our new facility for the past year has been absolutely transformative for the organization. It's not that we get to do a lot of new things, it's that every single thing that we do is now easier, which makes it easier to do more of. So whether it's storage for food, whether it's a loading dock that prevents us from wasting time on lift gates, whether it's just having a room where we can better train and support staff and volunteers, every single aspect of the building helps us do more. And the highlight of that is our pantry. The shopping space that we have in our Open Door pantry has been described as the largest, most beautiful food shelf in the state. And it not only helps us to help more people than ever before, we get to do it in a way that lifts people up and gives them dignity every time they come in for food support.
This is really nice and no pun intended, open. It's been very, very nice to come in here and have the space to move, not have to wait either for appointments because you can fit more people in at the same time.
The quality is fantastic. There's so many times I've done a double take and I feel guilty, like taking some stuff from Trader Joe's. I'm like, my gosh, I don't shop there.
None of us like asking for help, even if you're in the most stable place that you can be. But I hope something that we've all learned and we can remember, not only is it okay to ask for help, but you should.
When my granddaughters come over, I always hear, I'm hungry. And to not be able to feed them something is hard to say, I don't have enough food, sorry, I can't give you anything. That's difficult to look at a child and tell them that. Even my 21-year-old daughter, she's struggling. She's making barely over minimum wage, and she feels so guilty, and I'm like, why? She says, well, isn't there somebody else that might need it more? And I'm like, you're struggling just as much as someone. Even if you're working, it does not mean that you're not struggling.
I had a hard time getting myself here. I felt shame and embarrassed and stuff, and how can this be that I can't afford, food? Well, my life changed, things were different, and it was like a big step to come in here, and everybody was so nice. They knew it was my first time. I felt awkward and everything else, and it was just great. And I got in the car and I cried. I thought, you know what, you did it, it's okay.
Help is available, and I hope that anyone that is pondering whether or not they should come in to get food or whether or not they should ask for help in their life, find the courage to do it, because it does take courage to ask for help. But when you do, amazing things can happen, because believe it or not, you're not alone.
It touches all ages. I mean, there's moms in here with little kids, there's elderly like myself, retired.
Volunteers are priceless. You can't quantify the impact that volunteers have on the Open Door. Volunteers are the Open Door. Every one of our jobs as a staff person at the Open Door is to support our volunteers. Every day we have between 60 and 80 volunteers giving their time to help feed our community. That collective effort, it gives you hope for humanity, because when people really give their time and their energy, our organization is a living, breathing example of what happens when people come together to solve a problem, and the results have been absolutely remarkable.
I'm amazed on how well they are courteous and polite and resourceful if you ask for help.
I can't thank them enough. I mean, well, obviously because now I want to become a volunteer and help out here. So that's the kind of message that they sent to me. I want to be one of you.
I really hope people are proud of what we've become, because it absolutely has been a collective effort. But when I think about the stuff we haven't done yet, I'm so hopeful because of what we've done. And if you're not sure where you fit into this, there is a role for everyone in ending hunger in our community. Every single person, whether it's your time, whether it's money, whether it's paper bags and toilet paper, there is a place for you to make a remarkable impact in your community.